Hello everybody, it's Sephiroth4 for a brand new Let's Play. Today, we are going to be playing Paranormasight, the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. This is a game that came out, I want to say last year? Earlier this year? Last year? Something like that? I think it was last year. That I saw my friend Fury play, and she convinced me to play it, and it was amazing. Actually amazing. And I want to share it with you as well, and it's appropriate for the spooky season, so yay. The options I have here, I'm using a controller for this because it's actually really nice to use on the controller with the stuff over here, and I don't want to clickety-clack. It's pretty basic in terms of the options here. Voice volume. Yeah, we got the music down. We'll keep the voices up. Not that there's voice acting, but you know, it's important. Gonna keep this in the standard there. We'll be doing this 720p and 1280 by 720, 60 FPS. But anyway, let's get started right away. This is a horror visual novel type of thing. But it's something you have to watch. Okay, I'm stupid. I completely ignored the fact that it says delete save data right over here. So, before we start the game, first we're going to delete the save data. It is possible to experience all the story has to offer without deleting your data. No, I'd rather do this from the beginning. Anyway, now let's start. Also, I hope you don't mind I'm keeping the filter on that they have here. Ah, you're here. Welcome, welcome. I've been eagerly awaiting your arrival. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the Storyteller. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I shall be your guide going forward. Now then, before we begin our story, there are several things I must bring to your attention. First, this game uses autosave. This game will automatically save at regular intervals, so you may stop playing at any time. Saving is a very important element of games. It is the only way to keep your memories in place. If you do not wish to rely on autosave alone, you can also save manually via the menu. Next, please look at the upper right of the screen. This is the menu button. From here, you can check the text log, view useful files, and switch auto mode on and off. You can also adjust the brightness, volume, and other settings in the options menu. For instance, if there's a voice you'd prefer not to hear, you can mute it by setting the voice volume to 0, but I like hearing voices. I suggest you check your brightness, controls, and other settings now before going on. Okay, well, I like that they're forcing us to go into here. How to play. Okay. Nothing else going on over here. Saves, changing features. Cool. Now we'll explain other essential functions when the time is right. There's one more thing I wish to confirm before we continue. It would feel strange to go on without knowing your name. Please, tell me what I may call you. Okay. I guess I'm Dovey. Can I... There we go. I see. What? Sephiroth1, is it? You mean like my Steam name? No. Oh, how rude of me. Please pardon my mistake. You're doing the thing here. I was sure that's what you said, but it seems I was wrong. What came over me? Let me try again. You should be called Dovey. Yes. What are you, Psycho Mantis? I see. Very good. I seem to have gotten it right this time. Alright, now that we've been properly introduced, let us begin our story. Presented by me. From antiquity to present day, regardless of how society and civilization evolved, death has been a constant presence that none have ever escaped. Whether it is one's own or that of someone close, death is always a difficult thing to accept. It is an immutable reality of value shared by all, no matter the age in which they live. In fact, oral traditions reflecting people's fears and prayers regarding death still remain, ghosts, spirits, and so on. Similarly, in an attempt to defy death, many curses, rituals, and customs have been born, from burning spirit incense to summoning the souls of the dead. Some of these secret arts are still being passed down to this day. On that note, Dovey... Oh, no, that was going too fast. This may seem rather abrupt, but... Is there someone you wish to bring back from the dead? What if you had one chance to use the secret art of resurrecting the dead? Yes, if you had the power to bring someone back to life one time and one time only. It's like, is the auto... I'm going to turn the auto off for now. What would you do, Dovey? I'd use it even have to sacrifice myself. Let someone else have it. I don't know, to bring back the dead? There are definitely people I think that the world would be better with if they had not passed away. But not if I have to kill somebody for it. I'd use it if it came at no cost. I see. Very interesting. Yes, that is what I thought you'd say. What seems to be the matter? You want to know what this box that's been sitting here is? It's quite the curious thing, isn't it? This is called a color television. I think I've seen a TV before, thank you. The world I'll be sending to you is full of devices such as this that do not exist in the age you are from. What? In this era, a color television can be found in nearly every household. That is not all. For example, if the person should wish to contact someone while they're out of their home, they use public telephones like this that can be found all over the city. Can you imagine what life would be like in such a time? Who do you think I am? I'd be thrilled to have you continue the story, Dovey. After all, that is why you came here, no? So let us begin. I've kept you waiting long enough. I present to you Paranormasight, a bizarre tale surrounding the curse known as the Rite of Resurrection. A peculiar yarn ensnaring 9 men and women in a fierce fight for their lives as it unravels. Some of the characters appearing within surely share your views on the Rite of Resurrection. Imagine those who have lost someone dear to them will feel particularly strong about it, clinging to it as their last desperate hope. The first I shall introduce, a man named Shogo Okie, is one of them. Person of interest. Shogo Okie, sex, male, occupation, office worker. Shogo is an unremarkable young man entering his 3rd year of working in the planning department at Hihaku Soaps, a chemicals company headquartered in Sumida. Born in western Tokyo to an ordinary family around the same time as the birth of color TV, he grew up amidst the boom of special effects heavy action films, anime, variety shows, professional baseball, and pop music. Shogo graduated from a famous private university in Tokyo and has since settled into an apolitical mindset common among those of his generations, with no strong ideas and no particular dissatisfaction with the world as it develops around him. He's content to just go with the flow, having stumbled into his current position by pure chance, and it is safe to assume he will follow the stereotypical path of working his way up the ladder, starting a family and remaining at the same company until retirement. He plays folk guitar as a hobby, and is currently looking for a girlfriend. He is kind of boring. And the Storyteller. The Storyteller guides to those who visit Paranormasight. Everything else about him remains a mystery. Oh, breaking news. Oh, I wonder what it could be at such a time. Early this morning, the body of a drowned man was discovered at a park in Sumida City. Police have identified the body as Shogo Okie, a 25-year-old man who worked at a company in the area. As signs of a struggle were found, the Sumida police suspect foul play and have launched an investigation. Oh, excuse me, please pay no mind to what you have just seen. Goodness, you very nearly saw something that would have spoiled the story. Just pretend you did not see that. Let us turn back time a smidge and start again from there. Do you understand? You saw nothing. You know nothing. This story is a work of fiction. All locations, characters, and organizations, legends, etc. that appear in this game have no relation to reality. Hello everybody, it's Sephiroth1204 for a brand new Let's Play. Today, we are going to be playing Paranormasight. Shogo? Shogo, are you alright? This game was recommended to me by Secret Fury after seeing her play it, and I fell in love with it after I played it, and I am really excited to share it with you. We're playing as Shogo Okie, a student of no particular fanciness. Hey, can you hear me? Huh? Hey, that's not a proper answer. Earth to Shogo Okie. What do you think you're doing falling asleep here? You give me quite the shock. Come on now, up with you, up! Okay, and... there! How's that? Alright? Do you feel dizzy? Have a headache? Are your humors off balance? I'm fine, I think. There's definitely nothing wrong with my humors, though my head's a little fuzzy. Officer Shogo Okie. That's us! Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good. Turn your head around a bit and see if you can walk alright. This game, as you control, drag the screen or move the right stick to look around. Okay, well. Whee! Oh! Good, you seem to be fine. What a relief. Do you remember anything? Like, where we are, what we're doing? Oh, you look so confused. You're messing with me, right? Stop it, you're scaring me. Alright, let's just calm down. Take a good look around you, okay? Look around and select things you want to investigate. You converse with people by selecting their faces. It's good to look around everywhere you can in this game. Huh? Where are we? Alright. This is Sumida City, Tokyo. We're at Kinshibori Park near Kinshicho Station. Yoko brought me here saying she needed my help with something important. It's just past midnight. That explains why there's no one else around. Files updated. Yeah, there's a lot of files in this game. One of the 23 districts of Tokyo, located in the eastern part of the city, is surrounded by Sumida, Arakawa, and Kiyunaka rivers. Start of the Showa era, the area was still divided into two districts, the southern Honjo and northern Mukojima, but they were merged into one district after the Second World War. It is said to be named after the Sumida River and the banks that line it. Unlike the river, however, its name uses the character for ink rather than that for corner. Even now, people still frequently mix up the two. Despite suffering extensive damage from both the Great Kanto earthquake and air bombings during the war, Sumida managed to recover and come out on top every time. Once filled with samurai residences, is now home to a thriving industrial district and many residential zones, though evidence of its previous character can still be found in all the areas. Major landmarks: Echo Temple, former Yasuda Gardens, site of Kira Kozukinosuke's residence, Honjo Matsu Zakacho Park, Sumida Park, Tokyo Metropolitan Memorial Hall, Mukojima Hyakin Gardens, and Kinshibori Park. Opened 1950, conveniently close to Kinshicho Station and surrounded on all sides by roads, this paved park is a popular spot for people to meet or relax. Kinshibori Park was named after the Kinshibori Canal, part of the South Waragesu Canal, which could once be found nearby. In fact, the area's name, Kinshicho, was also derived from the canal. Interesting. I like just learning about these things, you know? Surroundings playground. There's an interesting looking playground. I bet it's crawling with kids during the daytime. It's kind of peaceful here at night. When you see the check mark there, it means there's no new dialogue, but sometimes you can click on things more than once. Is there anything else? There is one other thing here. Telephone booth. These telephone booths are all over town. The lights are always on so they could be used in an emergency. A small booth containing a public telephone, most often found in parks or along roads. Local telephone calls could be placed at a rate of 10 yen per 3 minutes. Most recently, telephone booths capable of accepting prepaid cards, known as telephone cards, have begun to spread, enabling one to make a phone call without the need for small change. Telephone booths in the downtown area tend to be plastered with unauthorized advertisements and leaflets, a problem that showed no signs of slowing down. And you. Yikes, that was close. If we died before we got our hands on the right of resurrection, everything would be over before it started. Yeah. Yoko Fukunaga. That's Yoko Fukunaga. Good. At least I can remember that much. I met her about a month ago. She's 23, works as a housekeeper, and is really into the occult. If I think harder, I could probably recall a little bit more about what's going on. I've only met a few times, but we've really hit it off. She's a lot of fun to be around. I have no idea how she feels, though. I get the sense she isn't thinking about me that way right now. But I know I've got a thing for bubbly girls who are into dark things like the occult. Paranormal fanatic, Yoko Fukunaga. Person of interest updated. Sex female, occupation housekeeper. After obtaining a junior college degree, Yoko started working as a housekeeper. Due to her ability to see things others cannot, she has received strange looks from a young age. This ability spurred an interest in the paranormal, which she continues to pursue to this day. Following graduation, Yoko worked a desk job at a trading company, but butted heads with her supervisor, who was skeptical of the supernatural and quit within a year. Now, while working as a housekeeper, she spends her days devouring mystery magazines and visiting haunted spots. As she vowed to live life true to herself and never change for the sake of others, Yoko has no regrets about the path she has taken. Yoko has a dog, a Shiba Inu named Ogopogo, who has been by her side since she was a student. Yeah. Recall? Let me think. What can I remember? Her name is Yoko Fukunaga. We met a month ago. What's the deal with this park? It was around noon on one of my days off. I had just finished running around errands in Kinshicho and was here taking a quick break. I was just looking around absent-mindedly. Well, I noticed this girl loitering about. She was digging up holes in the sandbox and searching around the playground. She seemed to be enjoying herself talking to the animal figures and patting them on their heads. My curiosity got the better of me before long, and I struck up a conversation. Hey, are you looking for something? Huh? Oh, sorry. I must look like a total weirdo. Yeah, I guess you could say I'm looking for something. If you want, I can give you a hand. Really? I mean, that'd be a huge help, but... Are you really just a good Samaritan, or are you after, you know, something else? Huh? Definitely the other thing? You're funny, at least you're upfront about it. Okay, I guess I'll let you help me. Be warned, you might regret what you got yourself into. No worries. What are you looking for anyways? You lose a bracelet or something? No, exactly. I'm searching for one of the 7 mysteries. Supposedly, this is the location of the Whispering Canal. The what? Now I've done it. I bet you think I'm some kind of lunatic. The 7 Mysteries of Honjo. Don't you know anything about it? I figured everyone around here would have at least heard of it, but I guess not. Honjo is what the southern part of Sumida is called. A long time ago, this part of Tokyo was split into 2 separate cities. The north part was Omukajima and the south part was Honjo. Huh. Am I boring you? Well, I'm not a local or anything, I just work around here. Oh, then no wonder you didn't know. Well, the 7 Mysteries of Honjo is a legend dating all the way back to the Edo period. Really? It's that old? That's like over 200 years ago. Oh, I've got your attention after all. I just assumed it was one of those fake stories made up to chase the occult craze. I don't blame you, a lot of popular stories going around are pretty fishy. But 7 Mysteries of Honjo are different because they're all true. They're true? That's what I said, they're the real deal. So, hold on, what does that mean? Are you telling me there's actual paranormal stuff at work in this park? Yep, pretty much. But there's got to be more to it. After all I've done, I still haven't found a thing. That was the first time I met Yoko Fukunaga. Oh, there's a lot of stuff here. 7 Mysteries. Honjo became known as a hotspot for strange happenings during the Edo period. A number of these stories have survived to this day, become known as the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. While many of these were likely a result of people blaming things they didn't understand on spirits or monsters, the stories continue to be told as urban legends. Despite what the name would imply, there are actually more than 10 of these strange tales. Their roots likely came from stories told by the city's common folk. The most famous of stories is the Whispering Canal, which eventually became the basis for both an idiom and a well-known Rakugo story. The Whispering Canal, the Fool's Procession, the Beckoning Light, the Haunting Clappers, the Evergreen Beach, the Taiko of Tsugaru, the Foot-Washing Mansion, the One-Sided Reed, and the Ever-Burning Lantern. Interesting. The Whispering Canal. an enduring superstition. Formerly known as Kinshibori, many fishermen once gathered on this section of the canal that ran through Honjo. As their days came to a close and the fishermen gathered up their catches, a terrifying voice would rise up from the canal whispering, "Leave it behind, leave it behind." Those who ignored the voice found themselves unable to move, and their previously full baskets of fish emptied. They would be dragged into the canal, never to return. This strange phenomenon continued to occur, and the people began to call this body of water the Whispering Canal. Occult craze, paranormal phenomena, supernatural, aliens, cryptids, lost civilizations, ESP, the list goes on. Such unexplainable phenomena are quick to take on a life of their own. A plesiosaur named Nessie living in Loch Ness, sightings of mythical creatures like Tsuchinoko and Hibagon, the urban legend of the Kuchisake Onna, television reports of spoon-bending psychics, documentaries that feature mediums and spirit photography. There are only a few examples of stories that have captivated the public. There's no end to this obsession in sight, with magazines on paranormal phenomena enjoying widespread publication. Most recently, rumors of an ancient ritual known as the Rite of Resurrection have been spreading in certain circles. We exchanged contact information and we talked on the phone a few times since. We've even met in person once or twice. But she never brought up the 7 mysteries of Honjo again. I figured she'd gotten bored of it. Until today, when all of a sudden she decided to resume her search. Huh? Wait a second, where did Yoko go? According to Yoko, the Whispering Canal, one of the 7 mysteries of Honjo, is around here somewhere. It's apparently the story the expression left at the canal originally come from. I think I left myself a note about it. I should check my files. I did read that. Yeah, Yoko is right back where we found her originally. Nope. There she is. She's back to digging up holes in the sandbox and searching around the playground. She seems to be enjoying herself talking to the animal figures and patting them on their heads. No animal needs that much petting. Geez, she's still at it. Okay, well, she's still at it. Is there anything else going on here? Anything to recall, maybe? That's right, she asked me to come here to help her look for one of the 7 mysteries. Actually, I think I did some research into the 7 mysteries of Honjo. I can't remember all too well. I should check my files. Oh, there's a lot of them. We're gonna read these. We're gonna read these later. Let's... Yeah, we already got the Whispering Canal, though. Oh wait, she's coming back this way. Hey, what was that just now? Huh? Didn't you hear that? You're hearing things. No, I didn't hear anything. You sure you didn't just imagine it? Huh, maybe I did. But your special talent, you should have been able to hear it. Pay closer attention for me, okay? My special talent? What are you talking about? Huh? I mean your spirit sense. You look like you can handle your liquor. I get it. Huh? I have no idea what drinking has to do with it, but I don't think so. Well, you must. I mean, you can see me, right? Huh? What? Shogaoki, 1 a.m. Kinshibori Park. That's gonna do it for this episode. Next time, what the heck are you talking about? Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.